Hello and welcome. My name is Kaylee Bohm, and I am a professional intuitive. I share information based on many years of experience reading energy and channeling for my clients all throughout the world. This video is part of an ongoing series about soulmates. I have a video introducing the concept of twin soul and twin flame soulmates within romantic relationships. I recommend beginning with that video before diving in here. I have that video linked in the description below. Before we begin, this information pertains to ultimately safe relationships. Do not use what you hear in this video to rationalize staying with an abuser or justify a toxic relationship. Regardless of soul connection, abuse is abuse and should never be tolerated. All right, in this video, I'm going to further define twin souls and what you can expect within a twin soul romantic relationship. First, I will define twin souls. Twin souls are opposite ends of the same soul spectrum. One twin soul will be yin, the other yang. However, they will hold within themselves the essence and empowerment of the other, just like a yin yang symbol. In my practice, I use terms like yin, yang, or masculine, feminine to describe essence and expression, not gender. Every human has both yin and yang energies. However, an individual will possess a predominant essence and expression which does not relate to their gender. This means if you're female, your twin soul does not have to be male or vice versa. This also means if you are female, you could still be the masculine or yang twin, or if you are male, you could still potentially be the yin or feminine twin. So it's really best to just leave gender out of the conversation of energy. Bottom line, twin souls are defined by soul essence only. I suspect twin souls were created from a single soul source before splitting into their distinctive soul archetypes. Given the concept of a soul's evolution, I observe that we could have began incarnating with both souls in a single life force or body on earth. Over time, we most likely split our souls and thus began the process of seeking the other for completion. More on the concept of completion later in this video. Next, I will share how I identify a twin soul of a client I am reading for, and then I will share a bit about how you can identify your twin soul. So when channeling, I predominantly use the skill of claircognizance, which means psychic information landing in your mind as knowingness. My client will speak of someone or describe their relationship, and I will say, oh, that's your twin soul. However, there are typically other cues from spirit. I may literally see a yin yang symbol if they bring up their twin soul, or I will see a complete circle of energy flowing around and around. More importantly, the sense of knowingness and visions will be accompanied by an immense amount of self love and a sense of wholeness within my client's energy. Now, how can you identify your twin soul? I observe twin souls offer each other a deep sense of comfort and connection. It will truly feel like meeting your long lost twin out in the universe and bring you a sense of home you didn't even know to look for. You won't be the exact same as your twin soul, but you will feel as though you're cut from the same cloth. You will feel a level of unconditional love for them as well as from them that is unmatched. You will experience a sense of peace with their entrance into your life. And lastly, you may also observe synchronicities between your life and theirs, as well as a shared soul path and purpose. Now let's talk about why we manifest romantic partnership with our twin soul. While I do believe there to be someone who is ultimately your highest and best partner in this world, I don't observe they have to be your twin soul. With that being said, I do have many clients who are very happily and rightfully partnered with their twin soul. I've even been given the honor of officiating the wedding of twin soul clients of mine. So if your ultimate partner isn't always your twin soul, why do some manifest their twin soul as their romantic partner? Well, in life, your romantic relationship tends to get the majority of your attention. This level of intimacy between twin souls will result in a great deal of soul discovery and identity. I commonly say to my clients that we manifest our twin soul for the purpose of rapid soul ascension or a return to soul's home. Rapid ascension simply means evolving quickly in some way. Sometimes this will manifest in the physical, with many aspects of your life coming together, or sometimes this ascension is more spiritual and allows for greater enlightenment. A return to your soul's home means connecting to the place your soul resides. There is a place in your consciousness where your soul lives. This state of consciousness is your higher self. Connecting to this part of you for the first time, or perhaps more deeply than ever before, is miraculous and life-changing. A return to home can also mean you and your twin soul are completing your soul records together. More on this concept a bit later. Now I will share with you what to expect while partnered with your twin soul, how to best navigate the relationship, as well as how to uncouple if necessary. Meeting your twin soul is a very cosmic and soul-affirming experience. In fact, many non-spiritual people open their minds to the concept of soulmates after meeting their twin soul. For this reason, many end up in romantic relationships with their twin soul, even if that isn't necessarily their purpose for coming together. It's just such a strong bond and love, even if there's little physical attraction or external circumstances making the romantic relationship difficult. When twin souls first meet, they go through what I call the incubation phase. The world around them becomes a blur, and they create this little bubble of unconditional love for the two of them to exist in. Incubation phases have an end goal, though, and that is for each soul twin to reemerge into the world with what I call secure soul attachment. This doesn't mean the relationship has to come to an end. However, there are instances where soul twins repel each other at this time in order to utilize their newfound secure soul attachment for their soul's evolutionary growth or completion of soul records. During the incubation phase, each twin will reap the benefits of being loved and accepted without condition. If the twin souls have a past with codependency, this will bring up some very interesting dynamics. On one hand, the unconditional love between them will allow for the twins to bask in the delight of giving to another without being taken advantage of. On the other hand, there will be a time when they will be directed to turn that love towards themselves, which can feel deeply painful if you were hoping to always have your love received by your twin. The point of loving a twin soul is to love the self. You can have an earthly love for your twin soul. Earthly love is attraction, adoration, devotion, love is a verb. And you can maintain that love with actions. The evolution of love between twin souls, however, begin with having your twin soul show up as a version of yourself outside of you to make you fall in love with them, and then one day realize they represent your own soul's worth. Now you have learned to love yourself. Sometimes when you finally learn that lesson, your twin soul departs your life, and it can feel really painful. And sometimes you learn the lesson and you get to live out the rest of your days on earth enjoying life with them. And sometimes you spend your whole life learning that lesson alongside them. All twin soul stories are full of love and kismet, but ultimately unique. The best way to navigate a twin soul romance is to focus on energetic independence, not even interdependence. You must focus solely on independence. Of course, you will need to be interdependent regarding aspects of your human relationship and life together. The reason you must focus on energetic, or rather your soul's independence, is because whatever is in your highest good will create miracles for your twin. They are part of you. If you give of yourself to them, you will continue chasing your sense of self. If you stand firmly in self and centered in your own soul, you will empower the both of you as you are one oversoul. Twin souls come together to cultivate secure soul attachment. This secure attachment is with your own soul, but first offered by way of your twin. Once you begin to see your own soul as the true recipient of your devotion, you will begin the emancipation process. Again, this can be painful. It will burst the incubation bubble. Sometimes one of you will do it and the other will blame you for it. It's like twins in the womb. One baby kicks, which breaks the mother's water and begins the birthing process. Things will never be the same for the twins, but it should be better. If you're able to to maintain a romantic relationship, then the bond will change significantly. The recipe for a healthy relationship is the health of each individual combined with the dedication to the connection. The dissolution of any romantic partnership boils down to three factors. One, divine will, meaning there are other souls waiting for you in this lifetime. Two, external circumstances, meaning sometimes stuff happens and you're unable to continue partnership. And three, choice. You have to choose your partnership and partner every single day, like any other kind of life experience. Twin souls, however, only split due to divine will. You may want to argue, well, don't all relationships end due to divine will? Well, no. Some people end a relationship by choice and not divine direction, and then manifest the same kind of relationship over and over, lifetime after lifetime. If you are grieving the loss of your twin soul partnership, please know this. The divine will of twin souls uncoupling means there are incredible experiences and people waiting for you, and it's all been manifested by your twin soul incubation phase and emancipation process. This must be understood. Everything in your life following your time with your twin soul was ultimately created by the twin soul magic. If you find yourself uncoupling with your twin soul, another source of comfort is to know that your souls will always be connected and empowered by each other. The unwinding of a romantic relationship does not sever the soul connection. I find the majority of twin souls that exit romantic partnerships do so by surprise. It can feel like a ripcord being pulled. It can feel like you've been blindsided, even if you're the one to end the relationship. The most appropriate way to exit a romantic relationship with your twin soul is to celebrate and exclaim, "We did it." Of course, this is easier said than done. I do not mean to make light of the unwinding of a twin soul connection or to have you assume there will be an ending to yours. But if you let your soul guide and preside over your life, mind, and heart, you can release all judgment and know you are right where you are meant to be and going where you are called to go. The topic of soulmates will be an ongoing series, so if you have had any questions, I'd love to hear them in the comment section below, and I will compile them for a future video. Please join me in my next video to learn about twin flame soulmates.